All right, just to get started. All right, I'm Tezo.
I'm Yeasir.
And I'm Vaughn Sewell.
Yeah, and today we have the pleasure of interviewing him. Getting to know him a little
Blessed the
bit.
opportunity to interview
Listen,
him.
I am blessed and honored just to be here with y'all. I saw what y'all did with my friend Louisa. Shout out to her. And I hit him up like the day of. I was like, hey man, I saw your thing. He was like, yeah, it was cool. Then he hit me back like, hey, I want to do an interview. So I appreciate y'all, man. Thank you
For sure,
for
for
giving me
sure.
the opportunity.
For sure. Do you want to get things rolling, or do you want me to just start off that?
You get rolling.
Okay, just start because we see your fitness influence and stuff like
Yeah,
that.
yeah.
So I just want to know why is fitness so important to you?
So fitness is important, kind of like what I was saying. Fitness is important because you want to be your best self for yourself and for the people who care about you. You know what I mean? So, and fitness really means just doing your best to be your best. So that's kind of what I take from it.
Okay, and also I want to go back because your name is. Do you mind saying your full name? Actually, it's Vaughn.
So my real name, my actual name is Vaughn Sewell.
Yeah, and then I like that he has the spin-off of saying VonSwole, so
Yeah.
I feel like it goes with your actual name.
good sound
Yeah.
Yeah, and I was gonna say like, what was your inspiration on creating VonSwole?
So years ago, I had some friends. I've always been a big guy.
Yeah.
And I had some friends who we started a fitness group together. We were doing Spartan races, and their nickname for me was VonSwole. And I was like, oh, okay, cool, because I was, I was pretty big, kind of husky, and I was like, well, my name is Vaughn, and I just kind of put the two together, Vaughn Swole. Oh, okay, Vaughn Swole. It kind of worked out. I've been running with it ever since. So.
And back then when you created that, were you already making content too, or was it just
no.
your nickname that you created
That was
off
just
that?
a nickname I created. Yeah.
Oh, okay, and then you took it, and then you actually made it with your content, right?
Mm-hmm.
Mixing it up.
I actually just started content, like taking it seriously, probably the last 6-7 months.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Honestly, I did not know that. That's crazy. Dang.
Yeah.
You've been making a lot, and it's honestly really interactive, funny, and I like it, and it's motivating. You
Yeah,
feel me?
I try to be interactive and try to keep it light because there's so much heavy stuff going on in the world right now that just give people's timeline a break.
We need more Vaughn Swoles.
Yeah, just something funny, something inspiring. Something that'll kind of help you out through your day, stuff like that. So I try to mix it up.
What's the biggest challenge you face as a dad, content creator, husband?
Time. Yeah, I mean, balancing everything. There's like people say all the time, and there is no balance, right? You just try to prioritize the things that you have to get done, and it's cool though because my wife, she also does content creation. She's a book talker, book influencer. So she's growing her page as well.
What is that?
It's Rissa's Reading Room.
No, but what is that? Like, does she read it and then she reviews it?
No, so she does book reviews. She'll go to book events and like talk about different types of books.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so she's big into the book space, like real deep into like Black romance and young adult fiction and that kind of stuff. So, but it's cool that she does content too because she kind of understands, that it takes time to do the videos and stuff. So she'll give me time, I'll give her time. We kind of feed off each other. If I'm stuck on an idea or I can't figure something out, she'll, hey man, why don't you try this? Or we'll collaborate sometimes and do videos together. So
that's nice. That's honestly a cool dynamic between you two with that.
Yeah, so I like it, And I do most of her editing because she kind of gets frustrated with some of the apps. But it's been a cool journey the last 6-7 months, just really learning and kind of diving into being a content creator. So
yeah. And going back on how you said time is the most difficult thing to balance. Like, how would you give advice to anyone that is trying to get into working out but says like they're too busy or they just can't find the time for any particular reason?
So like I say to myself, you just have to make the time, right? We make time for the things that are most important to us, and it just has to be a priority, right? Whether it's you got to wake up 30 minutes earlier, stay up 30 minutes later. And it doesn't have to be, a lot of times we see online fitness influencers, you got to work out 45 minutes, hour, you got to do all this crazy stuff. You don't have to do a lot to stay fit, right? Yeah. And the biggest thing for fitness too is nutrition, right? What you do outside the gym, right? Eating right, those kind of things give you just a little bit more energy, a little bit more pep in your step to be able to have the energy to go do a quick 20-minute workout, 30-minute workout. And then it doesn't have to be in the gym. It could be at home. You could be at your desk doing squats. You can do all kinds. There's so many ways to get a little, just a quick workout in, just to keep yourself moving,
I feel like now social media makes it so like stupendously complicated. To get fit.
Right. And not everybody wants to be, an athlete. Not everybody wants to be a bodybuilder, right? Some people, like grandma, just wants to go up the stairs. Right?
That's true. That's true. Though,
You know what I mean? So like, I try to. that's why I try to mix it up, and I'm also trying to show my journey because I want to be a bodybuilder. I actually want to do a show probably next year sometime. But I also,
that's cool. I didn't know that.
Yeah, but I also want to show people like it doesn't take all that. Just do regular stuff, eat good food, and you'll be fine. So.
And you're so right with that, because I've seen videos where, like, I guess people be making, gym or exercise their life, and they're talking about doing 2 to 4 hours a day and stuff like that. And, not everyone has that time.
Right. People don't have that time.
And I tell people, too, like how you said, like, honestly, let's say you don't work out at all. Honestly, just 15, 20 minutes a day will honestly change your life, because, like, you're going from 0 to that. That's already a big difference.
Even a brisk walk.
Yeah, even a brisk walk. And here's another thing, too. I like to make life a workout. Right? So like for my kids, I have a 2-year-old, a 6-year-old, and a 10-year-old. So when they're outside playing, I go out there and play with them. Right? I'll be running with them. I take my take my 2-year-old and I'm throwing him up in the air and not realizing, man, I'm doing shoulder presses, right? He's heavy, right? He's 35, 40 pounds. I'm throwing him in the air.
Like kettlebell swings.
Right. That's the work.
You're just swinging your child.
The whole time you don't even know you're just getting a whole pump in. You're over here benching them.
Right. So when you make, like, when they're all on my back and I get up, that's a squat, right?
Exactly.
So when you make real life a workout, it's so much easier.
It doesn't feel like a workout.
It doesn't feel like a workout, right? So that's what I want to inspire people to do.
No, bro, that's funny. I like that. And I was also to add on to that too. Do you feel like you're a good example, a good advocate for like people trying to get into fitness and trying to move?
I would hope so.
I would like to say that. Yeah. I mean, I don't ever want to talk down to anybody. Of course, with the whole social media thing, you kind of gotta shock and awe to get people to stick, stay with you. But I mean, if you know me in the gym and you see me, like I'll see somebody new, I'll talk to them, and I don't like the whole culture of, you go to the gym, you're to yourself, you work out. Like I like the community. You know what I mean?
That's actually why I wanted to interview you. You seem like so cool. I'm like, so it doesn't feel like I'm going up to like a terrifying person.
I love the community. I love when we can, like you come up to me, because I ain't gonna lie, when I was younger, in my 20s, and I first started lifting, I wish somebody would have came up to me and be like, hey, young brother, you're doing that wrong, right? You look foolish. You're gonna hurt yourself, right? No one ever did that. Everybody just took to themselves, and you're doing something crazy in the corner, right? Next thing you know, you get hurt, and you're like, oh man, you get discouraged. It's like I'd rather be that person. Even if you look at me crazy, I'd rather be that person and say, hey, maybe you should try this, right? And then you do it a little better, or you lessen the weight but do it right? And then that way that that experience is just a little bit better. So I like to be that.
Yeah. No, but you're right, because also that's what the whole thing for this and other things I do too. Like I like to promote community and stuff like that. I feel like that's what we lack here in the U.S. in general. I feel like, because I've seen other countries, I've been to other countries too, and I've seen other things, and I feel like everybody seems to be more interconnected with their community, a whole thing. And I feel like here people, especially because of social media and other things, like tend to keep to themselves, almost because like we're competing with one another when it shouldn't be that way. Yeah. Or it's cool to compete, don't get me wrong, but it's good to compete with
It's like a difference between a healthy sense and an unhealthy way.
Right. Yeah. Like we live in an individualistic society where it's like it's all about us, right? It's all about me, what I can get from everything. Whereas we should be giving more, right?
Yeah.
Because the more you give, it's like this whole idea of like each one reach one. Because if everybody had that idea of reaching one, then you have 10 people in a circle. 10 people are gonna be touching one person instead of one person touching themselves, right? So it's like if I can feed somebody and somebody else feeds somebody, everybody gets a little bit of a nugget, and then they get fed, and then I get fed, and then we all get fed, So that's kind of how I look at it from a fitness perspective. So.
We're all forced
just life in general.
Single out and grind on our own.
Right.
When you can just grind with people that you.
Everybody has had help everybody has had someone that's had pulled them up, you know what I'm saying, guided them, even just point them in the right direction, right? We all got to help each other. So that's kind of how I look at it. So.
Yeah. And how long have you been working out?
So
got into like.
I've been working out. I've been at LA Fitness for a long time, but consistently working out probably since 2017.
Okay, so it's been a minute.
Yeah, so it's been a while. And I say like because I was an athlete in high school. I did weight training and all that. And I used to play basketball when I was a teenager.
Yeah.
But really getting serious about fitness wasn't until like 2017. And then really getting serious about my nutrition was like last year.
And that's the hardest part, honestly.
That's the
I'm not even
hardest
lying.
Yeah.
People think it's lifting weights, getting active and stuff, but honestly, I think diet is so hard to lock into.
It's the hardest, and it's the most important.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
You can come in here and lift till you're blue in the face. You can run on the treadmill for 2-3 hours, and then go home and eat a burger, or a milkshake or something crazy.
Yeah.
Blow it all away.
Yeah, even coming from like foreign background, like the stuff your parents make and stuff, and it's like it's like so good, but it's like it's also so bad for you. But it's like
Yeah.
One thing I really want to try to do is because I'm from Jamaica, and a lot of our foods, a lot of the Caribbean food, you get a plate of food and it's like 3/4 rice, a bunch of chicken, a little bit of chicken, maybe like a sprinkle of veggies, right? And I really want to get to the point where I can learn how to eat our ethnic dishes, but eat them, make them more healthy.
In a healthier, healthier version, yeah.
Because ethnic dishes and things get vilified as bad, and it's like it's not bad. It's how you prepare it, the types of things, your portions, those kind of things. So that's something I want to dive into.
VonSwole meal prep coming soon, guys.
You're gonna be a cook next. That's crazy. That's funny. Dang, I want to add on. There was something you said, but I forgot what it was. Dang, I forgot.
And if you have any questions, I'd be talking. Like, I'll go deep. So if you got to interrupt me, if you got a question pop in your head, just stop me. I'll keep going.
You got it here.
Oh, God. In the hot seat now. Well, that's it. No, I'm just kidding. No.
It's on you.
I don't want to ask. Do you mind if we get into, like, your personal life? Like, we're not going to go, like, deep. I'm not going to ask you, where were you on December 20th? Like, where was your... No, but... would you say... How'd you... Oh, damn. I can't know how to... How'd you meet your wife?
So I met my wife at church. I was a drummer at church.
Oh, that's nice. You play instruments?
Yeah, I play the drums and the bass. My son, he's 10. He plays the guitar. So I've been trying to learn how to play with him too. But I met her at church, and she was actually a friend of a friend. And when she came in, she was different from all the other girls. And I was kind of interested, but I was really shy, so I didn't really say anything. Not realizing that she was kind of interested in me too. But
that's how it be.
We had a connection because I was with a drama club at the church, and she had been in the drama club, so she told me after, like, she rejoined the drama club after I did. And then we just got to talking. I got her number. We became good friends. We text every now and then like probably 6 months after I met her, I asked her out, and she said yeah. So, and it's been actually today's June 14th. It's 18 years to the day.
Today's the anniversary. That is beautiful.
That we became boyfriend and girlfriend.
And we just ruined your day. We're just wasting his time.
It's not our wedding anniversary.
Oh, okay. I was like,
You could honestly just be like, yo, I'm busy.
I was like, oh my God.
But dang, 18 years. That's nice.
Yeah, we've been together right after we got together right after high school. So.
Yeah, if anything, Yeasir's 18. No, he's not 18. He's 21.
Yeah.
Oh, I think he's 21.
20.
Oh, okay. Yeah, he's young.
Hey,
That's
man, you
crazy.
got your whole life ahead of you, man.
Single.
Yeah. I was trying to think back on the question I had, but I can't remember. But also going back to how you said you can't outwork your diet. I'm not even gonna lie. I had just going back on that. You're so right on that, because I'm not even gonna lie. When as a younger individual, when I was like, late teens, early 20s, I had a bad habit of actually doing that. I would, because I was always training, like, every day, like maybe up to like 4 or 5 hours a day. So I was always like doing something like that. But I didn't care about how I ate or stuff like that. I would just eat and stuff like that. But it didn't matter because I was working out so much. I was outpacing it.
Yeah.
And now that I'm in my later 20s,
Yeah.
I can't do that anymore.
Right.
And that's crazy. I tried to and it doesn't work
that
out.
rule is a rule for all ages. As you know, you're younger, you're very active, and your metabolism is high. You can do it, right?
Yeah.
It's hard. It's taxing on your body, but you can do it. But the problem is, no matter how you can work out 4 or 5 hours a day for the rest of your life, your metabolism is gonna slow down eventually.
Yeah. Eventually catches
it's
up
gonna
to you.
catch up to
Yeah.
you. You know. So and then also, even if you don't gain weight, it's the biochemistry, right? The things that actually happen inside your body, like the lack of nutrition and things that will also affect how your body develops over time, or how what happens.
That's so
to your
very true
body
too.
over
Yeah,
time, right?
yeah.
So,
'Cause
because I've seen skinny people have heart attacks.
Oh dang.
So you can look fit and not be healthy on the inside.
Because like not all fuel is the same.
Right.
Yeah.
So it's more than just how you look. It's about the numbers, right? Cholesterol, blood pressure, all those things are indicators of how you're actually doing metabolically, and that'll determine your health. So.
And would you say your habits from like when you were younger to now like have gotten better in fitness and both diet?
Oh, absolutely.
Yeah.
Absolutely. 100%.
What was your diet like back then?
Yeah, I was gonna ask.
So when I got out of college, when I was in college,
He's like shaking his head. Like, here we go.
So college, you ain't got no money.
Yeah.
And back then they had this thing at Taco Bell. It was a $79, $89, $99.
Oh, I know what you're talking about.
Remember that? So they had like bean burritos and little beefy Frito burritos for like 79 cents. I'd get like 4 or 5 of those, like killing them things. And then me and my wife, we weren't married at the time. We would eat like Doritos with sour cream, like spicy Doritos, crazy. You just sitting around, And we would go on a walk every now and then, but it wasn't like fitness, right? And then, so yeah, it was terrible. It was terrible.
Yeah. And from your habits now, would you say you try to integrate that into your family now, like into your kids from like early upbringing?
Oh yeah. So my kids, what I like to do is allow them to explore and eat whatever they want, but
I would hope
go
so.
crazy, a little crazier outside the house, right? So I don't try to restrict them like when they go to their friends.
Like, no ice cream.
Right, no ice cream, none of that. So what we do is we try to limit that at home, right?
Yeah.
So try to make them drink more water. They love fruit.
That's great. That's amazing.
If you're ever craving a sweet treat, just grab something like fruit.
Yeah, they love fruit. We try to, even then if we do juice, it's like the 100%, but try to limit, how much of that we give them. Try to give them whole foods and things like that. Not so much processed foods. They do eat snacks and stuff, because they're kids, right?
Yeah.
We gotta have a childhood, but I like to keep it as clean as possible. So, because the snacks that we used to eat as kids, they look the same, but they're not. So.
I know, like, what's the difference that you've done with
Just
that?
the way that they're processed, like Doritos, like there's a lot more ingredients in a lot of these things now than before. So.
Okay, do you just get like a healthier alternative, like baked chips or something, or do you make them yourself?
Or jerky?
Yeah, sometimes
I love beef
we'll
jerky.
make them ourselves.
Oh, that's cool. Yeah.
Or we'll get like little alternatives, or try to get like the best of the processed.
Oh, okay.
But as long as it's cost effective, because there's some stuff it's like I'm not paying for that. So.
Were you gonna say something, Yeasir? No. Oh, I thought you were adding on to that. I had something and then I forgot it. I'm bad at this. Wait, what was I going on to? That's what I was gonna add on to. So do you try to get your kids into fitness too? Like maybe any sports or anything like that, or how did that work?
So, my oldest son, he is a musician. He's an artist. He's not very physical, right? And in the beginning, I would try to force sports.
Wait, how old is he, by the way?
10.
10. Okay, so he's young. He's still
he'll
young.
be 11. And
I'm thinking he's like 25.
No,
like musician. I'm like, wow, okay. At 10, I was just running around.
What I realized is that although he's genetically predisposed to being an athlete, because my wife was a cheerleader, I was, pretty big guy.
We were VonSwole.
The coordination is not there yet.
Yeah.
And someone told me it's like, you know, he might grow into his body at some point. He's kind of just a little awkward.
Yeah,
But
but to be honest, coordination takes training.
yeah,
Like, you
it
can't
takes
just up
training.
that. Yeah.
There are some people like my youngest son, like naturally
Oh, okay,
gifted.
yeah.
Like he's like, you know, like he's like a little mini running back. Like he's running all over the place, dodging crowds and crazy. But what I do like to do is to lean into their strengths. So anything that he's good at, you know, we lean into that. So anything artistic, that kind of stuff. But eventually, I do want to get them into some kind of sport.
Yeah.
Because what I've learned is that physical activity is probably one of the best ways to develop mental toughness.
Oh, definitely.
Right.
I agree
Because
with that.
in order to be
100%.
able to push through a workout and, you know, push through you know, get to that next challenge, you got to be mentally tough. So
Yeah.
whatever it is that they want to do, whether it's, you know, like my middle son, he does karate.
Oh, that's cool.
And then I'm gonna put my youngest son. So my oldest son, he'll do something, you know, whether it's weightlifting.
Wait, do you just have boys?
Yeah, I have all boys.
Oh,
all
okay,
boys.
okay.
Yep. So,
Okay, then so you have like a little army.
fun house. Yeah.
Or, yeah.
We wrestle all the time, you know. So.
That's funny. Dang, I keep doing that. I had a question to that, and then I forgot. Going back to that. That's what I was gonna say. Cause you know how you said you learned that sports can create mental toughness. I believe that too. Cause especially as a man, I feel like you need something to give you like something kind of to overcome as a man and stuff like that.
That's where the way we're designed. You know, we're by nature responsible, and we want to conquer and create. And you know, accomplish, right? So by nature, that's how we thrive, right? So the more we do that, the better we'll be, right? Because that's what drives that dopamine.
Yeah.
But dopamine has also been perverted to where it's like we get these quick fixes, and now we don't get that toughness because we can get it really fast, right? So I'm trying to teach them.
Yeah, because we get that instant dopamine now. We don't get the to wait.
So one thing I'm trying to teach my sons is everything you want in life is on the other side of hard, right? Because getting that instant gratification is cool, but you get that spike and then you want something.
It's like, where's the next one?
Right, where's the next one? Versus working hard for something and then you accomplish it, right? Now you develop some character, right? And you can push through the obstacles and, you know, get to that next level. So that's something I'm teaching them.
Yeah, and also it's good to have like a physical hobby, something creative, and then just other things just to get you well rounded and stuff like that.
Absolutely. Yeah, you got to develop the whole brain, you know. That's why I'm a fitness nerd. I read all kinds of books.
That's good. About the fitness, like the body and everything.
Oh yeah.
Is that?
Yeah. I'm reading anatomy books. I'm reading books about how to fix your knees, all kinds of stuff. So diet books, and I talk to
MD.
Claude. I talk to Claude and ChatGPT all the time and try to, you know, learn things and do research and stuff. So.
Do you ever train anybody? Or train people?
Or would you train people?
Would I train people? Yes. Have I trained people? Yes.
Your sons don't count.
No, I actually have trained people. So back in 2018, I had the bright idea to go get a certification.
Oh, you're certified.
So tell me. Okay.
You have to renew it?
Yeah. I had a certification, and I was training and doing all the things, and then, like I think it was like right before the pandemic happened, I just stopped. Like I was tired. I didn't want to do it anymore. Work was getting crazy, and having the time to be able to, because I was going into the office at the time, so having the time to be able to go meet people and train, and then work, and then we just had our first kid, and you know, it was a lot going on. So I stopped. But even to this day, I don't formally train people, but if somebody needs help, they'll come to me, hey, can you show me this or whatever? And I actually am going to get my my NASM.
Again.
Yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and get that. Just so I can be official.
Do you just have to renew it, or do you have to go to the whole process?
I had a different certification the last time. I can't remember. I think it was ISSA.
Oh yeah, right. I got a lot of ads for that. Yeah.
So but I want to do NASM instead.
Is that one better?
I don't know if it's better or not. I just want to.
I think NASM sounds cooler.
Yeah,
It's like,
more people know about it.
Yeah, because I've heard of that.
I've heard of it.
I
Yeah.
just want to have some letters behind my name so that way I can say I'm officially a trainer.
Yeah.
So you know, So that's the goal, to help people. So
That's always cool, you know,
Yeah.
community, help people and
Oh,
stuff
yeah.
like that. And okay, so you said you've been training consistently since 2018?
Mhm.
Yeah. Between now and then, has there ever been like a time where you were like, dang, actually I don't even want to do this anymore, or like something like that?
Not really.
No?
Not really. Um,
Would you say it's helped you overcome, I guess, those maybe challenges, or any time that you felt like, you know, life's been getting harder or something like that? You know, fitness?
oh yeah, definitely. There are times when, you know, the stress is hitting, and all I want to do is go pick up something heavy. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And the hardest times I've actually had were when I couldn't come to the gym, because I think right after the pandemic, this right before this gym was built, I not before, but right after, I hurt my back.
Oh, dang.
Yeah,
How'd you do that?
I was doing some deadlifts, and I wasn't even maxing out. But I don't know if, you know, a lot of times when you're not lifting your heaviest, you kind of lax a little bit. I must have relaxed, and all I heard is that pop in the back, and I was like, oh no.
Like your muscle?
No, it was here's the story. So
dear.
I felt the pop, couldn't lift anymore. I was like, maybe it'll go away. About a week later, I started feeling this shooting pain going down my leg.
Oh dear.
So went to a chiropractor.
Sciatica?
So went to a chiropractor, and they said that I had a bulging disc. Right, and that was like right around that the lumbar spine,
Right.
where the sciatic nerve passes through.
Right.
So it was causing some pressure. Like I was feeling numbness in my toes. It was crazy. So for probably about a year, I didn't deadlift. I didn't squat. I hardly came to the gym. It was terrible. Right. I felt bad. And then eventually, I was going to the chiropractor, adjusted everything, and I started lifting again. And I finally, eventually, I had a video actually where it was my road to 500, back to 500.
Deadlift?
Yeah, deadlift.
Dang.
And I finally-
Repping or max?
No, just max. Just max.
Max,
I could
okay.
probably rep it now, but
Oh,
at the
dang.
time- at the time, it was just my max.
Yeah. Still a lot.
Yeah, that's still a lot. But to be able to do that, that was an amazing feat, because, just I couldn't. I had 135 on my back, and I was feeling the pain. I was like, yeah. So
That's happened to me.
be careful when
Yeah.
you squat and
And
deadlift.
It's hard to overcome an injury,
Right.
honestly. It really does dishearten you.
Right.
Like you feel like you can't do much. Cause that's how I was a few months ago. Cause I got in a bike crash
Oh,
and
yeah.
I landed on my traps, and I couldn't lift heavy at all. I
Yeah.
could barely lift it. I would come in here.
Yeah.
And I'm not even gonna lie. I'll just BS. I'll just do whatever.
Yeah.
And it's like,
Yeah.
but I wanted to like actually work out. But like, just coming here and try to at least keep the habit, I guess kept me going. But at the same time, it's like, damn, I can't do anything.
Right.
I remember when I saw him again, and I was like, "Where have you been?" He's like, "Oh, I just got into a bike crash."
Yeah.
I was like, "Dude, you could have died." I was like,
Yeah, that's no small thing.
Yeah, but it's good to see that you recovered and you're like
yeah.
getting back into it and
Yeah,
stuff like that.
recovered, fully recovered, and I also, now that I've done it and I've been there, I also know how to prevent injuries. And one of the big things that I'm pushing now is core exercises.
Yeah.
Because that's one thing that they don't talk about a lot, where it's like your core movements, so anti-rotation.
It's just stability.
anti-flexion, it's just-
"Yeah, I feel like most injuries come from like weakness of a certain
Right.
other
So you'll be
part."
super strong, big back, all that, but your core is weak. Yeah, no matter.
Core and lower back.
Right.
Like
Well, that's a
both.
part of your core. Right.
Yeah. Is it? I
Yeah.
thought core just meant.
Nah, so core is your entire midsection.
Oh, okay.
Oh, okay. I didn't know that. Okay.
You learn something every day. You learn something every day. And yeah, that's all I got. I don't know if you got anything.
Yeah.
Yeah. I guess like if you'd like to tell the people any like closing advice on.
What would you
Life in
tell?
general?
Sorry, I cut you off. What would you tell younger VonSwole?
Oh, that's a good question. That's actually a
man.
great question, bro.
What would I tell myself? I wouldn't even tell VonSwole this. I would tell Vaughn this, that it's okay to be you, right? For years, growing up, I don't know if it was because of the way I was brought up or what, but I felt the need to put on and be something that I'm not. I didn't like some of the things that some people did, but to fit in, I did it. And I feel like I would have eventually found my community had I just been myself. So, I mean, to anybody who's struggling with identity or, just wanting to find that community, you might seem like you're the odd one out, you don't like certain things or whatever, just be yourself because only you can love yourself, right?
Yeah.
And you can only love the true version of yourself, right? If you put on and someone doesn't like you, you're not gonna like that person either. So, um, once you find yourself and you truly love yourself, those right people are gonna come along and they're gonna love you too, and you'll build off of that. So, yeah, that's what I would tell myself. Be yourself.
Yeah, and that's so very true because, like how you said, like you might feel like you're the odd one in that. You're probably just not in the right group or like community or something like that.
That's
Like,
it.
and it's because, like you said, you're not being yourself. So it's like, how are you gonna find where you, where you fit in if you're not being yourself?
Exactly.
Yeah, it's like that quote, a business owner won't judge you for starting a business. A personal trainer won't judge you for working out.
That's right.
It's like, you just got to find the crowd.
Especially being a black kid, like, there was always the stereotypical things, like listen to rap music and I like Hall & Oates. I like anime, I like that kind of stuff, but I wasn't really into it with my friends because they didn't like that stuff, right?
Yeah.
It's like, if I had done more of that, where would I be, right? So, just be yourself. Always be yourself.
Yeah. And I guess at that we can end and stuff like that. But did you have any closing words?
Final remarks?
Yeah, on people, whether it be life, fitness, just anything in general. And I would say, like, look at the camera, talk to the people.
Oh,
talk,
yeah. So, one thing that I would say is to always be your best self, right? Whatever that looks like for you. People might look at you a type of way or say some things or try to convince you that what you're doing is wrong, but it's better for you to be wrong and you made the choice than for you to make choices based on someone else and regret your life, right? So live life without regrets. You make your choices, you make your mistakes, you live your life because only you can live with the results of your choices. So it's all up to you.
That's great. And be yourself.
To be cringe is to be free.
That's right. That's right.
With that, we end it. All right.
Woo. That's good.
Dang, that was